What is up, gamers? You got hands here, and today in Dauntless we're going over an awesome, easy to use, no effort required, no dodging required build to clear Trials solo. That's right, today you are going to beat Trials for the first time if you haven't already with this build easily. Yes, it does require a few pieces of armor like Thrax's armor, but I'm telling you, if you really want those awesome cells like Berserker, like Discipline, and all those great mods for your weapons, then definitely get on this build and get into Trials and beat it today, baby, because now is the time. Charrogg is a fairly easier one to beat in Trials, so everybody's going ham for those times. You could perhaps even get practice with this to perhaps even use even one of my stronger builds to get to the top 100. I do make builds so you can do Trials, beat Trials, even the more difficult Trials version, the Dauntless Trials. But this build is for the normal Trials, for mid-game players that just really want to beat Trials and get the cells and mods like I mentioned. I do go over the build after this video, but I just wanted to show you how easily this is. I mean, look at it. I'm not even dodging, I'm getting hit continuously. I have over 1,100 health, a full life build, and not only that, we're utilizing Tenacious and Skarn's sword in the bond, so I end up having like 3,000 shield on top of that 1,000 health. You are never gonna die with this build. It's a consistent damage dealing build. It doesn't do great damage, but it does enough so you don't die, so you can beat the behemoth under 5 minutes and get that mark, and so you can break all the parts and get staggers. You want to make sure you focus on the head. That's the best place to do. You're going to want to break that part and keep getting those staggers so you can do most damage possible. At about 130 through the battle, he becomes enraged, as you can see, and then Rage Hunter will kick in for a little bit more damage. But keep going at it, keep swinging, keep spamming your blade rush so you can fill your weapon's energy bar so you can go back to spinning as fast as possible. Keep doing damage and stay alive. You will beat this Trials. Great things also about this build is we're utilizing molting. It helps us not catch on fire to degrade our shield or our health while we're kicking its butt, which really helps maintain Tenacious. But it also increases our attack speed and movement speed, so that really helps get to the behemoth so you can keep attacking, and keep getting to your spin to win special. Also, you have to remember to take your tonics mid-fight because they do run out mid-fight, and if you want to get that sub 5, it definitely helps to maintain your tonics, to keep up that damage, and to keep up your lantern drops. You know what's coming up next. Turn on your system, grab your sword, and let's get ready. We're about to get in this video right now, y'all. So once you do beat Trials with this awesome, easy to use build, you can get great cells like Discipline. Discipline keeps you at half health, so you can use cells like Rage, Wild Frenzy, and a lot of us in-game players use it all the time. So it's a great cell. Not only that, but it gets you more critical strike chance. The next best one is Berserker. Berserker is hands down the best. It really drops your health low, but you do incredible damage. I would suggest getting 2 of those and 1 Discipline, maybe 2 Disciplines, but you really don't need that. But Berserker is very nice also in-game builds. And then there's other great mods and cells you can also get, like Dynamic Blade Core for the sword, Momentum Blades for the chain blades, and you can really drop some great damage, especially with the Boreas CBs. There's other great ones as well as we go down the list. For example, like Tactician's Magazine is one of the also best mods for the repeaters, because you're going to be empowering your repeaters when you're close to the behemoth. This allows your cooldown of your abilities to go down by 4 seconds, which is really nice if you're capable of playing in that fashion. Executioner's Spearhead is awesome on the Warpike. Every wound you do gives you plus 6% damage, and you can keep stacking and stacking and stacking and just wounding and wounding. So in escalation, there's 2 behemoths. That really comes into great play, especially if you're in a team popping down those wounds, getting Aether Rush. And then Ironheart Landbreaker for the hammer is really cool too. It's fun. There's Mighty Landbreaker's better, but it is also a great one. Avenging Overdrive is amazing on the sword. You can literally parry boom, boom, everything. It It is awesome. I even parried all of Flameborn Rezakiri's fireballs that came at me at once. It was awesome, I'm telling you. So you can get a really lot of great awesome things here, and I suggest you definitely try to do this build so you can get these cells and these mods that you've been wanting for so long and be an awesome in-game player just like the rest of us. What is up, gamers? So let's hop into this build because I'm sure you're excited. So what you're going to want to do is get the Poisonous Thorn, which is Agaris' sword. It's real nice. You're not going to die, but if you do, you could always use the legendary ability to come back to life. But remember, in this build, you're not going to die, trust me. You're going to throw a Rage Hunter cell in there and a Catalyst cell. The special we're using is Ardent Cyclone. You gotta love it. Beyblade for the win, baby. And the mod is Recursive Hilt. When you're dealing damage with Blade Rush, it restores your stamina and most importantly regenerates 3 Valor over 9 seconds. So when you have the capabilities, you're going to want to spam that because you want to fill your sword meter up so you can get to your special as soon as possible to get back to spinning. The bond is Skarn's Rancor because it of course gives that nice knockout king, but most importantly it gives the damage refreshing shield that syncs up with Tenacious, which gives us a critical strike chance, and it keeps going higher and higher the more shields you get. The headpiece is Nasher's headpiece that has a Tenacious, and we're going to put a Parasitic cell in there just to stay alive. The chest piece, yes I know, it's Thrax's chest piece that has a Cunning, and you're going to put a Molten cell. We're utilizing Molten because on the on fire status that you get from Charrogg will take away your health, but of course we're getting healing from Parasitic, but Molten is going to keep us from not getting on fire so we can maintain our critical strike chance. The hands are also Nasher's that has a Rage Hunter, and you're going to put a Tenacious cell in there. The legs are also Thrax's legs that has a Cunning, and you're going to put another Molten cell in. Believe it or not, in Trials it's used a lot because it's just a small battle arena that you're throwing down those frost pillars all over the ground doing consistent damage. And with Catalyst and the Aether Drive tonic, you're throwing down a lot of those frost pillars. And you're going to put a Catalyst cell in there. For the tonics, you really need Aether Drive tonic like I just suggested for the Lantern, Blitz tonic so you can attack fast and get to your special as fast as possible, and then of course Frenzy for the extra damage. So all in all, what we got going on is a +6 Catalyst, which is super important in Trials, guys. We all use it all the time, so definitely try to get this cell if you do not have it. Cunning gives us a critical strike chance which stacks with Tenacious, but most importantly it gives us a plus 30% critical strike damage, so that is nice. Molten keeps us from not getting on fire, but it also increases our attack speed and movement speed, and that does help as well. Rage Hunter, that's a 40% damage, and he does become enraged about 1 minute and 30 seconds through the fight while you're spinning, so that will kick in and that does help. Tenacious, it is beautiful. We have max health in this build, and we're getting shields from our bond on our sword, so we're going to be doing up major crits and major damage. Well, not major, but great damage and crits from Tenacious that stacks, of course, with Cunning and our sword. Knockout King comes from the bond, and that's still great because that's 15% stagger damage. And then Parasitic is helping keeping us alive and our health maximum so we can maintain Tenacious and that damage. And it's real great because it delays the damage over a spread of 10 seconds but also gives you lifesteal. So it's a really great cell. I hope you guys are able to beat Trials for the first time ever with this build. It is an effortless, easy build to use, and you will get those trial cells, and I hope you have fun. Alright gamers, that's all I got for you today. Hey, if you like this video and you want to see more, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button and click on that bell for notifications. Alright, this is Hans signing out. Peace, y'all.